Jaret Goes to the Movies is a free podcast made possible by Rich's lack of a social life, as well as our amazing supporters. For as little as $1 a month, you can access tons of extra content each week. Visit JaretGoesToTheMovies.com and click Support Us. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jaret Reddick, and this is a podcast. Jaret Goes to the Movies. Hopefully you have seen or heard one of my many musical endeavors. And if you have, then you know how much I love movies. This is movie commentary with no movie knowledge. This podcast is me and my friend Rich talking about movies that we like. But my name's on it because I'm famous. This is Jaret Goes to the Movies. Still. Okay, we're starting now.
Guys, the real enemy here is the institution of marriage. It's not realistic. It's crazy. And don't do this for the other person. It's about saying yes to yourself and saying yes to your future.
Say yes.
And have some opportunities for yourself. I'm sure you'd love to be free. Maybe go out and meet some Latin guy that can dance, grind up on you, make it feel dangerous, but also safe. And how about you? Don't you want to get inside chastity without having to wonder if anyone's going to find out?
God, wouldn't that be sweet?
Wouldn't that be nice? And have some Latin guy sweating all over you, talking to you in languages you don't understand, needing you, wanting you, taking you?
All we're trying to say is, put your swords away for a second. Let's finish this and let's move on.
Get out there and get some strange ass.
Oh, man. First of all, mediation is nothing like that.
Nothing.
I mean, nothing like that at all. Second of all, we just talked about Rebecca De Mornay and how she's still hot.
Amazing.
She looks great. Yeah, I think she looks better now than she did.
So hot.
Yeah, and Dwight Yoakam, not so much. Not aging all that great.
Well, I don't know. I don't think he ever looked good to begin with.
Yeah, he's a good-looking dude back in the day, right? Well, he had a nice hat.
I like him as an actor, though.
He's a great actor.
He has a unique quality to his acting that I dig.
Wasn't he in something where he played a real creepy-ass fucker?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sling Blade.
Was
that's right.
it Sling Blade? I've never seen Sling Blade, so it's something else.
Yeah, he's done it a couple times.
He's the bad guy in Sling Blade. I believe that gets killed with the Sling Blade.
Don't ruin
not
it
to ruin it for you. Sorry.
I've never seen it.
Spoiler alert. But I think he has played like a villain in something else too.
Yeah, he has.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jaret. This is a podcast. It's called Jaret Goes to the Movies, and man, the schedule is tight. It's a tight schedule, tight fit.
I think they say
into the calendar.
It's tight.
So much happening. I got tour dates coming up, and I got other stuff coming up. And today I took my kid to get the exam to get her braces on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds good.
No. I don't know. I'm going with the flow here. But here's the thing. It's come a long way. Like, we go in there. I got like this free. I'm doing these quotes, like one of them stainless steel cups that's got the straw in there. Mm-hmm. And then she got a free t-shirt and a backpack and all this stuff. And today was complimentary, but from now on, we can't go in there complimentarily.
No, they want their money.
Yeah. You can brush your teeth there.
And they want it in increments of 1,000.
You can, it doesn't really, this one's pretty flexible.
We paid Anna's up front because fucking, that's how I roll.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck.
I'm like, just take it all.
Wanted that 4% discount. Yeah. I don't know why the word discount just wouldn't pop into my head there. I'm going to be honest.
Because you're sober.
Yeah, it's going to be another one of those podcasts. Not drinking beer, probably not going to be funny, and not going to be able to get my words out.
Well, stop poisoning yourself.
Poisoning myself with filtered tap water. Mm. Well, but it's been a great week, and like I said, we're recording a lot of these in a short amount of time because I got to leave for tour. I'm going on tour in the United States, up to the Northeast and back, and then come home, do this some more, and get ready for the UK. And then and Rich is going to be there with me.
Yay!
I have a feeling Rich is going to need some friends after the tour because he's taking his kids to London. They're totally going to ditch you.
Probably. Yeah. Meet me in London. Anyone.
Yeah. Everybody can get to London. That's the thing about
the UK.
England, or especially England. They can get to London easily.
I will be there from the what's the tour over?
I have no idea.
It's the 30th, right? It's the Monday is the last day.
Go look at the Slam Dunk dates, and after the shows, Rich is going to be in London
until the 3rd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be good. You're going to have a good trip. Things are going well for the podcast. I want to thank everybody who has actually taken the time to go onto the various iTunes and Podbean sites and given us some good reviews. Those reviews do mean a lot, and I hear all the podcasts asking you for those, so I don't feel as bad that I start the show each week asking you guys to do that and letting you know that if you'd like to support the cause, you can go to patreon.com and search for Jaret Goes to the Movies. The video thing is, we took a break from trying to get that working tonight because it's a Tuesday night when we're recording this, and Will has to be home by 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a new. I guess they did some kind of subscriber challenge or something. So people are challenging other. Oh, you did. So you tried to get people to go get other people to subscribe.
Yeah, it was kind of a last minute thing, but yeah.
Seems to have worked. Nigel Watson got Miss Lee White to subscribe, and Wendy Croft got Tony Tommy to subscribe. Tony Tommy. We have a new supporter, Antonio Zambrana, and I want to thank our executive producers who are all big-time supporters, and a lot of them since the start of the podcast. David Murray, Ashley C., Sheila Ray Wonder, Wendy Croft, David Dooley, Diane freaking Small, Big Chris Whitehead, Lucy Murray, Rodon James, Eddie Weiss, colonblowband.com, Lisa Wenzel, Sean Umbeck, Joel Robinson, Nigel Watson, who we thought was going to be on the program later doing 5 questions, but I believe we had a mix-up.
Yeah,
with just scheduling, which happens.
I think he just went to bed and forgot.
Well, either way. Greg Pascal, Chris Holt, who watched my Stage It today on the internet.
How'd that go?
Went really well, thank you. Stage It is where I play live on the internet, and you get to watch me. And Chris Holt wanted to remind me that he had put us over the edge on our...
He did.
We will be writing a song together. After the tour, shortly after the tour, we will write and record a song together, and it will be free to our Patreon supporters.
That's right.
And oh my God, that's fucking great.
I hope so.
So if you're a $1 supporter, you get the free song.
Yeah.
And, that basically pays for your month.
Right.
Freaking song. You not feeling good? Mm-mm. Yeah. Stomach again? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe we do have a bug.
I don't know. I'm going to skip. Is that cool?
Yeah, totally. Right. You going to go get some rest? Go take a bath?
Casey.
Well, if you
Jesus Christ.
If you
Casey is going to bed.
If you feel better, feel free to pop back in, okay? All right. Love you.
Night, Case.
Good night, guys.
Well, we're just batting 1,000 tonight.
This is fucking rock and roll, man.
I left off with Chris Holt, and last but not least, our newest executive producer, Terry McCullough. So
yes.
I'm super happy.
Isn't he like the chair of the DNC or something?
Well, so last week we talked about the movie The Burbs. Is that right?
Yes.
It was great. It was a great movie.
Your favorite movie from your past?
Not my favorite movie from my past. Definitely not my favorite.
Because that's how I'm going to sell it on the preempting.
Definitely was not my favorite movie from my past.
Do you mind if I sell it?
No, I liked the movie in the past, but it definitely wasn't my favorite. I remember it being funnier, and something tells me it might not be the best of podcasts we've ever done.
It actually is really good.
I thought it was funny as shit.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
It edited very nicely.
I thought it was funny too, but I get I have to try to read your body language, throughout the whole thing, and I just think you're fucking hating every minute of it when it's not over the top hilarious.
I'm always worried.
You know what I haven't done? I haven't introduced you. With me as always is Rich.
Hey.
How's it going?
Erroneous!
Kitty Corner Will is here, the king of Sting, the golden boy.
Hey.
And so we've lost Casey to the stomach thing that I've had.
Hang on. Sweetie!
That's not going to happen. She's already in the bathtub.
Darn it, okay.
And we almost didn't have Will because apparently we forgot to tell him that we were recording the podcast. Right. And we freaking already lost Nige Watson.
Right.
No.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
Could have just been us in here, I don't know. Would we have even done the podcast? Well, we would have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old school.
Could have acted it out, like just printed the script.
Did you get my message about redoing Back to the Future?
Yeah.
Were you okay with that?
I don't care.
Wait, what?
No. He re-edited the Back to the Future episode because the show's a little bit different. And it is the first thing that pops up for Jaret goes. I just think there's a better way to deal with it than actually like us redo it.
I thought you said they were going to remake it.
Oh, no. I don't know about that.
That'd be
I'm sure they will eventually, for sure.
No.
For sure they will.
No.
Yeah.
But I got to thinking, didn't we talk about at one point doing some sort of thing where we talk about the podcast as our first episode and be like, hey, the first couple
I mentioned it to you. I don't think it...
I would love to do.
Okay. I don't think
that'd
you
be great.
received that well the first time I mentioned it. Maybe it does now.
Or, I guess the other way, whatever.
Those are the two ideas. Either redo Back to the Future and then do it in a way that it's introductory.
Right.
Say, hey, this was our first podcast. We may insert a few clips, but we're going to talk about it like we normally do now in our regular show. And then also sort of it's an introductory to our entire podcast.
Yeah.
And set them up for what they're about to embark on kind of thing. The other thing is just have like a episode 0 where we do that and not really talk about a movie per se.
I think it's just a 5-minute, 0. To be honest, every podcast that I listen to that goes into 70, 80 episodes, the first couple episodes are shit.
Right.
It's like...
But you don't want to jump in the middle somewhere. You want to start from the beginning.
Yeah, but I think people are smart enough to realize, this one kind of found its groove. No? All right.
I would say half the people that listen to our show are not smart enough. Because
the other thing to do is...
No, I don't mean that against our listeners. I mean that we have a 50% drop off from the first episode. Yeah. Like we have a lot of listeners, but the first episode has twice as many listeners than the other ones. And that's that sort of weird first episode that isn't really like any of the other episodes. So it's not very indicative of what they would listen to if they just went to episode 2.
Right.
You know what we should do? We should completely redo Back to the Future and pretend like it's a year and a half ago.
Do like topical news and everything.
Totally.
And it would totally be Back to the Future.
Oh my God, it's so meta! You just blew my mind!
What just happened? I think the episode explaining the fact that, the first several episodes are us finding our groove. The other thing that I think you could do is, a lot of them divide things up into seasons and things like that. Honestly, whatever.
Episode 0, you should be like, start with episode 48.
Or just fucking delete the first 5, Like,
is that what it was, 48?
I don't know.
But you could always archive the first 10 episodes now, and those could be Patreon only or something like that.
True.
Several podcasts do that too, where the current episode is available for a certain amount of time. I don't really want to do that, but I could see doing it with those first, few episodes while we're trying to just figure out what the hell we're doing. But whatever. I don't know.
Or just the first one.
Yeah, is it just the first one that bothers you?
The first one is it's just nothing like anything else.
Right.
It's just a total, completely different vibe.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should have practiced once or twice.
Gosh, I should listen to that the whole way through, because I listened to the first 10 minutes and I never listened to the podcast again.
Yeah, well, it's different. God damn it.
Roadhouse.
All right, Wedding Crashers 2005. John Beckwith and Jeremy Gray, a pair of committed womanizers who sneak into weddings to take advantage of the romantic tinge in the air, find themselves at odds with one another when John meets and falls for Claire Cleary. Claire Cleary is alliteration. I like it. You could call her Cece. It'd be great. Now, that is the synopsis, of course, that we pull from the internet. But a new feature that we have in the show is Rich gives us his alternate synopsis. Now, we do not have a theme song for this yet.
No.
But it is highly anticipated.
It is. So highly anticipated, I forgot to do it this week.
All right.
What's Rich's deal?
Wow.
But I can do one. Here we go. Ready? The hottest redhead that has ever lived ever is hot in this movie with her hotness.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the hottest redhead ever. Are we talking about the same one?
let's not spoil it.
Okay, we'll get there in just a bit. Did you remember to do any of the other shit for the show?
Barely.
Okay, so what the fuck is happening?
This has been a crazy week.
We're sitting here talking shit about our first episode. People are going to be like, how about that 73rd episode?
Yeah, maybe it's because I'm dating someone now, and it just
shit. That's what I said. She's gonna she's gonna date the funny right out of you.
Oh shit, or something the funny out of
just
you.
the work.
Exactly. Oh man. All right. This movie stars Owen Wilson as John Beckwith. Owen Wilson, who every time he whispers, it makes me uncomfortable, and I don't know why. Maybe it's I don't know. I can't explain it. But
Like when he whispered to the little girl about the note, that
just
bothered me. Yeah.
anytime he whispers, I just think it's super weird. I don't know what it is. Like when he's whispering at the end during the match, their vows and stuff.
Yeah. When he handed the girl the note to give to that girl, I was like, there's no way she heard any of that.
Yeah. Also, who goes and just like seeks out a little flower girl to dance with? Creepy. Vince Vaughn plays Jeremy Gray here. He was not in the movie 50 Shades of Grey. That was a different
That's correct.
Gray. Did not make me anxious in this movie once.
I didn't think he would. I mean, if this made you anxious, then fucking Anchorman has to kill you too.
Yeah,
so.
no, this didn't make me anxious at all. I think Vince Vaughn's rants are pretty much up there with anybody that has that sort of style of acting.
He's my favorite comedic actor ever. That rant stuff that he does is just
it's really, really great. And I do wonder, I mean, do we know if how much of it he ad libs or whether he's a sticks
I mean, he
to script
does that
guy?
in every film, so I don't know how it's not a lot him.
Right. Definitely seems those roles are written for him. You know, I mean, not that, what I mean is they're specific to him. Like you couldn't see anybody else playing that role, but you could see somebody else playing Owen Wilson here.
Do you know how Arnold Schwarzenegger, like in his contract, he has a one-liner writer that he brings with him?
Yeah.
And so every movie, there's a
Has
guy
the-
that writes those one-liners in, and it's in his contract that he has to have those.
Gotcha.
I wonder if Vince Vaughn is like, in my contract, I get to do my little thing that I do.
Yeah.
Tell me when to do it, and I'll come up with something. Or I bet it's something like that.
Maybe,
'Cause
but at
that's
the same
so
time,
him.
he does.
I've seen him in things where he didn't do that.
Yeah, and he
What?
he does these movies with his friends, though. You know, I mean, it's
that HBO show that what's it called? True Crime.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Well, of course not.
Right.
He does not
Where
do
he
it in
played that
No, that
gangster
was
guy?
his. I'm going to be a serious actor. I actually liked him. That was the only redeeming role in that second season that I
is
liked.
that a good show?
Yeah.
No, the first season is great acting
Right.
with a kind of anticlimactic ending, a little bit.
Okay.
It was cool. I liked it.
The first season was good. I mean, I definitely recommend the first season. The second season, I couldn't get through.
The first season's Woody Harrelson and
Matthew McConaughey.
Okay, so then they changed the guys.
It's just a different.
And then
it has nothing to do with
Right.
the
different
second
story.
season's what's her name in this movie?
Yeah, Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams and
Vince Vaughn. Oh wow.
and some Taylor Kitsch or
And
whatever. his
she
name
was
is.
not attractive in
liked
True
it.
Detective.
I thought she was pretty.
Who?
What?
She's
She
a
was
beautiful.
meant not to be pretty.
She's pretty in
She was
everything she
supposed to-
does.
Okay.
She's a beautiful person.
Rachel McAdams.
And I give her a 5.
Christopher Walken
Maybe 6.
is in this movie. Bruce Dickinson needs more cowbell. Secretary Cleary. Christopher Walken is just one of those dudes. He plays that character. That's what he
happens
does.
when we lose this guy one day?
Who's gonna be Christopher Walken?
Yeah, I
Damn
know.
it, he's fucking insanely amazing.
Yeah, in everything. And
He nails Christopher Walken.
yeah, Christopher Walken does.
Yes, he's so
Yeah.
good at it.
He is like the best Christopher Walken out there for
He
sure.
Jay Moore is a close second.
Jay Moore's a pretty good Christopher Walken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Christopher Walken definitely one of my favorite of that generation.
I can watch anything he's in.
Yeah, pretty much. I think I'm with you.
Sleepy Hollow.
Joe Dirt.
Rachel McAdams is in this movie. She plays Claire. She is pretty much the girl that just blows their whole thing out of the water. I mean, just everything's going fine.
Yeah,
They're having
on
it.
lockdown.
You know, I get it though. That's what happens, man. Just you can only that ship sails for a little while, and then you just got to come into port. You know.
You come into what?
Yeah, exactly.
I find her very, very attractive, except for in True Detective, which she was not attractive at all.
She is one of those actors where I just don't think I know her from enough movies or whatever, but I think she's super hot.
She in The Notebook?
Yeah, she's.
Oh, is that who that was?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I think she was hot in that? Probably.
Yeah.
I've never seen The Notebook.
What girl do you not think's hot?
Well, I mean, fair fucking point, but it's just because me like Will, I find beauty in everyone.
I've never seen The Notebook, but I listen to the podcast, so it's ruined for me.
Yeah, I fucking cried in that podcast for real.
I cried listening to you cry.
Yeah, I fucking did it. I loved the fucking.
I did not cry either.
You did. You cried in the podcast.
No, I didn't.
Watching him cry.
No,
you said it.
Oh, I may.
It may have choked him up a little bit.
Teared me up.
May have choked him up a little bit. Isla Fisher plays Gloria.
I think it's Isla, but
I call her Isla.
Yeah.
Let's go Isla, Ice.
Yes.
Is she still married to what's his face?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been married for.
Let's say for the audience, Borat.
Sasha Baron Cohen.
Right.
She's been married to him for a really long time. Yeah.
I think she kind of got out of acting because they were
having kids and stuff.
I guess so.
Yeah.
They marry long time.
Marry long time.
Well, and his thing too, like he has to like go into hiding to do these movies. I mean, he can't. Like all of his movies are such that he's playing this thing that nobody else knows is fake.
Have you seen The Brothers Grimsby?
I haven't, but I hear it's awesome.
It is gut busting funny.
Yeah,
I watched it 3 or 4 times in a 2-week period. It was so funny. I had to get everybody that I knew to watch it. My daughter, my parents, everybody.
He's played other kind of roles too, though. He was good in Hugo. He didn't play that kind of character at all.
Yeah, I think he's an amazing voice actor. I mean, the things that he did in Madagascar are
He has
awesome.
huge range. He is not a one-trick pony.
Definitely not, because a lot of people don't even realize that he's actually English, like super proper English.
Right.
But, like his biggest thing was Ali G first, which sounded like he was straight out of LA, Does you think that technology so funny, dude? Oh my god, man, that guy
was he trying to be like a Middle Eastern hip hop guy? Was that what the character was?
I don't remember.
I can't remember what it was about it, but like
it's like an awkward, like
but
Middle
he
Eastern.
interviewed all of these people. Like he got these legitimate,
serious interview, but he wasn't
legitimate.
serious.
Yeah, I mean, but there's just nothing to me, and it sucks because I think this is what happens to a lot of spouses of actors. We're sitting here talking about Sasha Baron Cohen, and this isn't even his movie, but that fucking Borat is the funniest shit. I mean, literally, like it's so funny. Like even the outtakes are funny. Like it's oh my god, it's so fucking funny.
It's hilarious.
So good. Anyway, what'd you say? It's Isla? Isla.
I think.
Right. Let's go with Isla. What'd you say? Isla. Okay.
She Irish?
I can't remember that.
I'm sure she's Irish.
Isla Fisher. Anyway.
She could be African. I don't fucking know.
No, she's American, but I mean, she's got red hair.
Is she American?
So she's
do you guys both know that the scene that shows her boobs is a body double?
Absolutely, I knew that was a body double. Because I'm like, it didn't show her face with her tits. That's a body double.
Yeah. I know. Kind of a bummer.
What about her butt, though?
Well,
from behind with her little dimples on the top of her butt?
I would think that's a body double, too.
Damn it.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
You got to think so.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? I mean, you can dream.
Well, you know what? Even if it was a body double, I enjoyed that body double's tits.
Yeah, me too. Jane Seymour, who is still hot.
Wow.
As an older lady, and just annoying on the Cage jeweler commercials, but everything else, I find her very attractive.
I wonder how many of those intertwined hearts she's painted onto canvases.
Who knows?
Who knows?
They're around the necks of.
Wait, who told that joke? Did you tell that joke in the last podcast?
What?
The intertwined hearts, or was that you?
I don't remember which. I
remember hearing that recently.
Did I make a joke?
I don't know. Anyway,
that could be a Casey or a Will joke right there. Like, and then I don't hear it because I'm talking. Bradley Cooper is in this movie, and like before he's the world's sexiest man.
Yeah.
But even
before he realized that just growing a little stubble will double his
little stubble,
his pay.
Put a little hair on top of the head or whatever.
Did he start in Alias? Is that where he started?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
with Jennifer Garner.
Yeah, I remember watching Alias and going, God, that dude is attractive. Look at his eyes. Holy shit.
Right. He's just one of those dudes. I think like Matthew McConaughey is kind of like this too. Like when they get into like their mid-30s, it just happens. You know, George Clooney was like that, don't you think?
Yeah,
like,
I guess so.
I don't know. If Matthew McConaughey said I could fuck him, I wouldn't do it.
no, I mean, I don't really get the Matthew McConaughey thing.
I don't either.
Quite as much as I do like a Bradley Cooper or like a Brad Pitt.
Bradley Cooper.
Because I really think, first of all, Matthew McConaughey whistles his S's so bad that there's no possible way I could ever hang out with him.
Right.
Because I'd just be wanting to make fun of him all the time. Seriously. Seven Saudi soldiers sodomized Saddam's. Dwight Yoakam. We talked about Dwight Yoakam and Rebecca De Mornay for the first scene of the movie.
Damn, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 hot chicks in this movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because all women are beautiful.
That's right. They certainly are.
This is how you cast a movie, Hollywood. This is how you cast a movie.
Just everybody. But
Not like Nocturnal Animals that I just watched. Oh my God, that movie is horrible.
Who was in that?
Amy Adams and...
You don't think Amy Adams is pretty?
Not as pretty as Isla Fisher, but Isla Fisher is in that movie too.
Oh, okay. I think Amy Adams is super cute.
Can you tell the difference between them?
As a matter of fact, I was watching with the person I'm dating, and I can't believe you haven't jumped all over me for this, by the way.
You're allowed to have love interests.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to be honest with you about that.
Yeah.
I didn't really secure the fact that we were talking about it yet, and you put the ixnay on me the other day about even saying
Because it
anything
wasn't
about
secure on my side.
Okay, but so maybe next episode, but and I'll give we'll see what happens. But I censored myself.
I figured you would.
Intentionally because I mean, by the way, on my stage today, I got requested for riches on Tinder. Yeah. So
Who did that?
I don't remember who it was, but they were like, "Can you play riches on Tinder?"
Oh, I'm sorry, Rich is not on Tinder.
Yeah, Rich is not on Tinder. Rich has a girlfriend now. But that was a funny fucking song. I guess I got to make a new spoof soon. I kind of I made the one and it was glorious. And
You should put Riches on Tinder on the Jarinus album.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
We could take it a step further too, with that whole thing.
What were we talking about?
You were just talking about the amount of hot chicks.
Oh, no, Nocturnal Animals. I just watched that. It has the worst ending ever. It's so bad. The movie is so good. Like, the acting is stellar. So, Nocturnal Animals opens with, okay, and I'm not judging anybody, but I also don't want to see it. That's fine. So, it's basically 10 full minutes of credits rolling because they were like shoving every credit they could possibly shove into the beginning of this movie so that they could have these women strippers stripping that were probably 400 or 500 pounds. And it was like 10
Rich is body shaming.
I'm just saying. Yeah. I don't go to the strip club and hope that there's 300 to 400 pound women.
Some people are into that.
Yeah. Dude, there is there's a strip club in Atlanta called the Claremont Hotel, and it's in the basement of the old Claremont Hotel. It's the fucking craziest shit you've ever seen. It's like walking into a David Lynch situation. And
I love David
it's
Lynch.
where old strippers literally go to die. And I mean, they have them in there at like the fucking oldest or like really, really big. There's one huge African-American woman. Her name is Blondie, and she squishes beer cans with her tits, and then she beats you with them. Like, she hits you in the face.
See, that sounds fun.
It's super fun. And, like Pabst Blue Ribbon is always on special, and that was before hipster
That
shit.
sounds fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
But this was just like this serious movie had nothing to do with these that had nothing to do with the movie.
Right.
After the credits were over and you get into the movie, you were like, what the fuck was that? That made no sense at all.
They're nocturnal creatures.
No, it literally had nothing to do with it. And then at the end,
more strippers.
They just don't end it. It's
like life; it never ends.
And it had this completely intriguing middle part that you were gripped. You were like, holy shit, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And they just didn't. They just like, oh, I don't know. We'll just end it artsy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't guess
terrible.
I really have a problem with that. But I mean, I don't.
Well,
I mean,
let's watch the movie and see if you have a
It
problem.
sounds cool.
it does sound kind of cool. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Yeah. Please watch it then.
You remember
Please
that,
waste 2
remember
hours.
that time Kathy Bates was naked in the hot tub in that one movie, and like I couldn't believe it. I rewound it like 5 times just because I couldn't believe that Kathy Bates was naked.
That's not the problem. That's not the part I had a problem with.
Oh.
If you want to have the naked strippers in there, okay, it doesn't make any sense, but fine. It was the ending. It was so terrible.
Right.
It just was nothing.
Well, once again, here we are talking about Wedding Crashers, talking about a different movie. We've done it again, ladies and gentlemen.
Isla Fisher was in that movie, though.
We've
There's
done
a
it
tie.
again.
No, you're really sweet. I've got the perfect girl for you.
Janice, I apologize to you if I don't seem real eager to jump into a forced, awkward, intimate situation that people like to call dating. I don't like the feeling. You're sitting there, you're wondering, do I have food on my face? Am I eating? Am I talking too much? Are they talking enough? Am I interested? I'm not really interested. Should I play like I'm interested, but I'm not that interested? But I think she might be interested, but do I want to be interested? But now she's not interested. So now all of a sudden I'm starting to get interested. And when am I supposed to kiss her? Do I have to wait for the door? Because then it's awkward. It's like, well, good night. Do you do like the ass out hug? Where you hug each other like this and the ass sticks out because you're trying not to get too close? You just go right in and kiss them on the lips, or don't kiss them at all. It's very difficult trying to read the situation. And all the while you're just really wondering, are we going to get hopped up enough to make some bad decisions? And perhaps play a little game called Just the Tip. Just for a second, just to see how it feels.
Have you ever played that game?
He's a flippin' genius. Nah, I never was good at the
I know.
self-control.
I suck at that. I always go all in.
Yeah, me too.
I always fall all the way in, and then it just keeps going in and out, in and out.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
So that's funny.
I'm
but
terrible
you've
at
actually
that game.
never asked a girl if I could just stick the tip in.
No, I only started the fucking in my 20s, so I was already an adult.
Yeah.
So everyone was just like, yeah. I've definitely done the just the tip game.
No, never just the tip for me.
And it actually worked.
You mean you just put the tip in and then she allowed it to go further after that?
You put the tip in, and that gets them going.
Yeah.
And then not 10 minutes later, they want the whole thing. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't think 10 minutes. Jesus
But I mean,
Christ.
this is in
How long is this lasting?
This is in teens, early 20s.
That's what I'm saying. Teens, early 20s. Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, like, tip in. Hey, up. We're out of here. Let's get back to the party. Right?
That's all you need.
Yeah. That's all you need.
We're talking about penises and vaginas, right?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, I mean, that's not what I was talking
I
about.
do think this is a great idea, though. What do you guys think about having sleepovers on birthdays?
What?
That's what they were talking about.
Oh, that's what they were talking about with the sleeping bag or
Sleeping
whatever.
bag.
Yeah.
They do sleepovers on birthdays. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. I mean, I've never mind the occasional just like, hey, everybody just crash here, New Year's Eve kind of thing.
No.
No?
Sleeping bags in
Sleeping
the living
bags
room.
in the living room.
Yeah, with flashlights.
Can I bring my CPAP machine?
Yeah, I have wood floors.
I feel left out. I'm the only person that doesn't have a CPAP machine in this
Yeah,
room.
it's
I mean, it's quiet. It's just hums. It's white noise.
yeah.
Okay, well, then
It's
I'm
mine
fine
doesn't
with it.
make any noise.
I
It
just need to.
only
Actually,
if
I
it
probably
comes out.
love that. I turn on a fan just to have white noise. So
Yeah, Casey does. I mean, and it does blow like a little bit of air, but mine's real super quiet. She wakes me up if it like falls out of my nose because it's just going. And at that point, she's like, "Hey, your mask fell out of your nose. Wake up and put it back in." And
does it like put a tube down your throat too?
no,
that's
it's
a
just
different
like
That's something else.
yeah, that's definitely something else. Like a tracheotomy.
Tracheotomy, yeah.
Something like that. I could perform one of those with a ballpoint pen if we ever needed to. So
Yeah, that's
No, thank
probably
you.
not good.
Hard
Yeah.
pass.
I think that's even not a thing anymore, right?
oh, I don't know.
Isn't that not a thing? You're not supposed to do that now?
Yeah, who the fuck knows? I'm not going to ever really do it.
I didn't think I was supposed to ever.
Yeah, I'm definitely not doing it.
You're not doing it?
No, I know how to do it. I'm just not going to do it.
So you just let me die and not do it?
Is it like a Capri Sun?
It's
just
exactly like a Capri Sun.
Literally, when you hear the pop.
Because I'm really good at that.
I'm going to be honest. Those fucking Capri Sun straws can go through pretty much anything. I bet it'd work
They go through the back almost every time.
every single time.
But you would not want to trach it through your back.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, you don't want to shake to your back.
No, that's going to be fucking straight into a cemetery if that
Yeah.
happens. That's not good.
Yeah.
It's wedding season, kid.
You sandbagging son of a bitch.
I got us down for 17 of them already.
Okay, now how many more cash bars?
Great question. Love where your head's at, and 2 of them actually are. But I got us covered. Purple Hearts. We won't have to pay for a drink all night.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
We are going to have tons and tons of opportunities to meet gorgeous ladies that are so aroused by the thought of marriage that they'll throw their inhibitions to the wind.
And who's going to be there to catch them?
Grab that net and catch that beautiful butterfly, pal. What do you like better, Christmas or wedding season?
Mr. Gray.
Yes. The answer would be wedding season.
Bingo. I'm going to go get my suit. Oh, now who are we this time?
Oh, man. And thus begins the first of many, many montages.
Yes.
So,
it's like 15 minutes of montages.
So many. We went to stereo on the iPad. It's so loud. That's okay.
It was pretty loud.
Gonna fix it next week.
I'll fix
A
it.
motherfucking montage.
What did he call himself? Chuck Bendeloo?
Yeah. I want you to meet a regular Minch. That whole thing was hilarious.
Yeah, it's great. Super funny. And
What do you call? And Casey fucking left. I had all these questions for her. What do you call Owen Wilson's haircut? What is that?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Is that the slick and swirl?
It's a
something.
little bit of a perm, I think, maybe.
Kinda. I just want him to get it out of his fucking face.
Oh yeah, it was like pubing into his eyes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that bugs me a little bit.
So if I was doing a Rich's 11-point guy scale, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's the perfect example of how everything comes together and then gives a bigger score. So like, obvious his nose is probably a 1. You know, his hair is probably a 3. You know, but his overall face is a fucking 8.
No.
Easy. I think he looks amazing.
He's all personality.
It totally
I think
works.
so too.
He's all charisma and personality.
His nose is wacky.
It is really wacky. But I just think when it all comes together, he just looks cool to me.
Yeah.
He just always has.
I mean,
because of Zoolander?
I don't know. It just
Well,
he
Train
played
Spot-
a male model on that, and
Yeah.
it just works.
What was it, Hansel?
Yeah, it just works for some reason. I don't know. I think it works.
I am I approached this before, like, but he's like that guy. Like, I always think he's good in movies and stuff, but he's just so sad, and like
Yeah.
you know how sad he is. And
Oh my
And
God.
plus, you know he's sad in real life.
I know
because he tried
that's
to kill himself.
That's what I mean. Like,
Have you ever seen Bottle Rocket?
yeah,
No.
Oh, it's so good.
yeah, that's a
Is
great
it Wes Anderson?
Yes,
Then no.
it's his first.
Yeah, that's him and his brother in that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Owen and Luke.
Didn't they write that?
Yes.
Yeah, that was like their student film,
Yep.
I think.
Oh, they wrote it?
With Wes.
Oh, with Wes. Okay.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
good stuff.
Was it better than Rushmore?
Yes.
Was it better than the Royal Tannenbaums?
Yes.
It has to be, because those two movies were the worst things I've ever seen.
It was a beautiful movie.
Okay.
I can't remember if I like the Royal Tannenbaums. I've never seen Rushmore.
It's just so odd.
What was Moonlight Kingdom? That was good.
I mean, every single Wes Anderson movie is the same vibe, and I hate that vibe. So if Bottle Rocket's that vibe, then I know I'm not going to like Bottle Rocket.
It's not as. Yeah, I was gonna say it's not as quirky, but it's not as forced quirky. You know, it's
Okay.
not as stylized as the rest of his movies.
Okay. I guess.
But Wedding Crashers.
Oh yeah, back to Wedding Crashers.
Did you like the montage of girls falling into beds with their boobs?
I thought that was a good one. Yeah, that was one of my favorite of the montages.
I mean, some of the angles could have been better.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, some of the art
Exactly.
direction could have been a little better, and the lighting.
The one
but-
he ends up with when she's wearing the bra, they're laying down, Owen Wilson's talking to her, and she's like,
And he
"You don't even know my
completely
name?"
blows it.
And he blows it.
Calls her the right
That
name.
girl, when she falls on the bed, because that's one of the ones that fall on the bed without a bra. Holy crap.
Yeah.
She's
There's some stuff and some things happening.
definitely some
Big
stuff
fan.
and some things.
I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I think naked girls are pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I am too.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're.
Casey?
We should just talk to Casey the rest of the podcast.
When Chaz Reinhold passed the sacred rules of wedding crashing on to us 12 years ago, he gave us a legacy.
You make it sound like a cult, okay? And from everything you've told me about Chaz, he sounds like a kook.
You bite your tongue. Chaz Reinhold is not a kook. He is a brave and a decent man. He's a pioneer.
He lived with his mother till he was 40. She tried to poison his oatmeal.
Erroneous! Erroneous! Erroneous on both counts.
Oh, Lord, here we go again.
What you should be worried about is not Chaz Reinhold, who's in the Hall of Fame. What you should be worried about is you're getting sloppy. Now, if you sit there and expect me to go out on a limb and try to pull off the greatest crash of all time, I gotta know that your head's right.
And the erroneous, and But I just picked up on the fact that she tried to poison his oatmeal, and then he's over there later and Mom, get some meatloaf. He's got to be thinking, yeah, I don't want any part of that meatloaf. Move your fucking skateboard.
Spoilers.
Yeah, exactly. So we're at the wedding, big wedding, right? And they're doing the girl spotting. So we get the crying Visine thing, and then the hello, whatever. Do you guys recognize the preacher?
Oh yeah, he was in the Burbs.
He was in the
Burbs.
Burbs. Yeah, that's so Henry Gibson was that guy's name. Yeah. And have y'all ever been to like a really super fancy wedding?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't. I tried to think while I was watching, but I mean, like
my brother had one actually. His was in a giant church, and it was very formal. And
actually, you know what? I fucking have been at one. I went to. I went to Dan Hunt, who was the son of Lamar Hunt. I went to his wedding. Lamar Hunt created the Super Bowl, used to own the Dallas Texans, started Major League Soccer, and went to his wedding. And yes, it was in New Mexico, crazy church. We all rode in horse-drawn carriages to the reception.
Holy shit.
And then the reception had 5 buffets and all this shit. And then the band was the Dan Band.
Did you get a puppy?
No puppies.
Yeah.
Nope, I did not get a puppy. But yeah, it was big and fancy. I'm glad I remembered that because I was sitting there thinking the whole time, like, I don't really remember if I've ever been to just a fancy schmancy thing like that. I mean, like, you know, where everybody's carrying fucking umbrellas and shit.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, my brother's was super traditionally formal, giant church, tons of people.
Yeah.
Big pipe organs in the background.
Now, if you and your brother aren't talking, does that mean he quit listening to the show?
Probably.
Yeah. So, you know, we don't have to give him a shout out because he's probably not fucking listening.
That's probably true.
Till the next holiday.
So no one knows what
you guys make up.
This was the first we've talked about that we're not talking, I think.
I know, but fuck it. I'll just throw little tidbits in there from time to time.
little
you guys
teaser.
haven't spoken since Christmas, right?
Since Christmas.
Yeah. And mostly because you put a hilarious political shirt on your little niece.
Correct.
And put it on the
That's
internet.
why?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
that's just petty, man.
he did not take kindly to your
He wanted me to take here, I'll just tell the story. He wanted me to take it down from Facebook, and I said no. And then he flagged it on Facebook so that Facebook made me take, because he told Facebook that it wasn't my picture to put up, even though I took the picture.
Right.
And it was me in the picture. But it was his daughter in the picture too. But still, he didn't have a right to flag it. Anyway, so he flagged it. So I unfriended him and his wife on Facebook and reposted
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Oh my God. So,
Yeah.
I mean, what's his problem, right?
I don't know. It's silly. It's stupid. And I just wasn't going to be a little bitch about it. So
Christmas is going to be fun.
So he called me an asshole and we haven't talked since. We'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah. It's a little silly from both sides.
Yeah, I don't deny that. But at the same time, fuck, it's stupid.
That is definitely things that happen in families, though.
Yeah.
It's pretty nutty.
Half of these people are here because of my dad. They're all just, suckling at the power teat.
No. Come on, they're here because they want to believe they're in the presence of true love. That's why people come to weddings, because they want to believe in true love.
What's true love?
True love is your soul's recognition of its counterpoint in another.
Well, it's a little cheesy, but I like it.
I saw it on a bumper sticker. So you're going to give a toast?
Yes.
You nervous?
A little bit.
What are you going to say?
Would you...
Keep it in your cleavage.
Ever bombed a toast?
I couldn't make it through the toast.
Yeah. Why? Crying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't speak in public without crying.
Right.
It's a weird thing that just happens.
Now, I
like
get
a business meeting.
Well, here's the problem. So I can stifle my emotions so that I don't just randomly cry. No problem. Something sad happens that normally you would cry. I can stifle that. No problem. No cry from Rich. The problem is when I start trying to dig deep for words about something that I care about, there's these little doors that open and they're full of tears. and it just fucking comes flooding out. I cried trying to give a toast to my brother's wedding. I fucking blubbered at Mark's wedding trying to give a toast to him. Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ. I mean, I couldn't even make it through the fucking thing.
Yeah.
He had to come over and give me a hug.
Yeah, I cry during them, but I always fucking murder, though.
Well, you're trying to be funny.
I can always
You're digging down for funny.
No,
I was
no.
digging down for sincerity.
No. When I did Linus and Augustus, I cried and it was super emotional, but then I brought it back and was fucking hilarious. But I have rescued many a toast before that were just really bad and like just kind of presented another one. And nobody's ever really gotten mad at me about it, you know. But
jumping into someone else's toast,
similar to like Love Your Dad, that movie, Old School. You know, I think what he's trying to say is love is true.
Step Brothers, right?
No. It's definitely Old School. It's when Frank the Tank gets married.
Oh, okay.
When I cry, this is so weird. When I cry, it squirts out.
Oh my God.
And hits my glasses. My glasses will be just peppered with tears.
That is crazy.
It's like I'm some sort of weird reptile.
Yeah.
And like squirt tears out.
That is crazy.
It is weird.
I'm just I'm so fucking emotional anyway that, yeah, I feel you. I mean, honestly, I had trouble when I did Heartache and Hilarity. Like, I'm wondering.
It wasn't hilarious?
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. But there was a couple of times during some of the more emotional stuff, especially at the LA show, where I found myself getting a little choked up, and it worked well because it got the audience choked up too. But I'm like trying to figure out as I start to develop that show more and more, like how much of that is really necessary. But even today, like
they weren't so much crying at you, but they just had like their own thing going on.
They were crying because I was telling them
that was a Vince Vaughn thing.
Oh, okay.
From Swingers.
I get it. Okay. Well, you guys are both murdering right now. Literally. No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. But so I took Emma though to get her orthodontist checkup today, and I just like took this picture, and she looks 17 years old in the photo, and I like just go, I just can't believe you're so grown up, and I just teared up and started crying.
Mm-hmm. Where is the cleavage? Can you point to?
Oh, when he got it, she got it out of the bra strap, and he's like,
"Yeah,
he just
top
took
of the bra straps. Oh, it's in your cleavage."
Yeah,
maybe it was her armpit cleavage.
Could have been. That's my side
boob. To this doll where the cleavage is.
Can she make cleavage?
No,
I think she probably can.
No, she cannot.
No, are you sure?
Positive.
All right. Well, let's fucking stop with the body shaming and shit.
No, I mean it was a legitimate question.
Yeah,
I get it.
I don't think that you're appreciating the urgency here. Not only is she a virgin, she's totally off the reservation. I'm terrified of this broad.
There you are.
Hey, Gloria. Wow. What a coincidence. I was just singing your praises. This is John Ryan.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
So my family and a few friends were all going back to our little place on the shore, and it would be so great if you guys came.
Really? I am
sort of wonderful.
Oh, it does. It sounds very nice. But I'm flattered that you would even think of me to include me in something like that, Gloria. Thank you. It kills me, however, to have to tell you, I'm sorry. Timing's not good. I won't be able to make it.
Why?
It's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be so much fun.
I'm sure it will be fun for the people that are going. I unfortunately can't go. I don't have. I don't have this monkey suit. I don't have any clothes.
No, we have everything you need.
Problem solved.
Problem's not solved. The problem's not solved.
Reel us in.
Oh, cool. I'm going to run it by my dad.
Don't ask your dad. Don't ask your dad. Don't.
Lock it up. You better lock it up. You better lock it up. You better lock it up. You lock it up. You lock it up.
Stage 5 clinger.
Yeah.
You say that all the time. I've heard you say that before, right?
What?
Stage 5 clinger?
No, I don't say that.
Maybe it was Casey that said it. Yeah, it was Casey that said it.
Casey, did you say it?
Casey?
Casey is not here.
Damn it. So I've done it with 3 virgins, and I honestly wish I could give that back to them. Looking back on it now, I feel horrible for that.
I've only ever had sex with a virgin one time, and it was me.
My first was a virgin. My second was a virgin. And I think my third was a virgin.
Huh.
But I feel horrible about it now. Like, this is legit. I'm not just saying it. Like, it...
That they have to...
Like, that is such a huge deal. Yeah, and they have to remember me for the rest of their life. Yeah. But, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that going nowhere? No one cares?
About the
that?
virgin thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know with me. think maybe one, but not my first one.
Yeah, we know it's not your first one.
Yeah, not
Poor
that
brother.
one. I know. You love your brother?
Not enough.
Yeah. Well, he didn't seem to mind. It was fine. Everything's fine.
What's he supposed to say?
Well, he had stuff I don't know. What are you going to do?
So she goes and throws a fit to her dad, and then she comes around. He'd love to have you, dude. She killed it in this movie.
Yeah, she was the best part.
Did. So she was in Confessions of a Shopaholic. Have you seen that movie?
Who was?
No.
Isla Fisher.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, the hottest. Like, she's hotter in that movie than she is in this movie. Because she's just like this fashionista. She just dressed to the nines every scene. She looks amazing.
Right.
She was really good in that movie, The Arrival, with the aliens.
That's Amy Adams.
Oh.
Yep.
No, that other movie where she plays like a princess in the real world.
That's Amy Adams.
Fuck.
Yeah, I get them mixed up too, though.
Dude, I swore they were the same person.
This girl's in
for
Sunshine
at
Cleaning,
least-
right? Sunshine Cleaning, or
I haven't seen that movie.
no, that's Amy Adams.
Oh.
I was trying to get in. I was trying to get in on Will's bit.
Yeah, see, you're not as funny as me.
Totally fucking blew it. Yeah.
Way to blow the
At
toad.
least-
You blew the toast.
At least where fucking Amy Adams' humor is concerned. God damn it. I fell fucking flat, guys.
No, I legit, for about 4 or 5 movies with them in them, I thought they were the same person.
Yeah.
And I think my wife at the time, I think it was my first
Which
wife.
one?
My first wife.
You didn't let me do it.
I know. She kept correcting me, and I'm like, no, you're an idiot. Because I pride myself on people in movies. And she was like, no, that's the other one from the other movie. And I go, no, that's the same person. I swear. I was like, these people are the same person. When they first started, they looked the same. Now Amy Adams is looking a little older and rougher, but
Wait, and hold on. So, wait, which one of them's in Talladega Nights?
Isla
Amy
Fisher.
Adams.
Okay, see, I don't know what's
It's
going
Amy
on.
Adams.
Oh, is it? Okay, I don't remember. I've only seen that movie one time.
You can tell the difference between the two is that Fisher has redder hair.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, they color it, so.
No, it's real.
Well, it's real, but they also color
it's real.
it. It's Hollywood.
It's real.
But I thought she was in that one because Sasha Baron Cohen was in that one.
Oh, I love it that he plays the gay Formula One driver. That's
Yeah.
the best. Because I love Formula One.
Are you Googling?
No, I'm not.
No, he's just doing his own thing.
Just doing some work. Okay. Do we want to talk about the football game?
That was not touch football.
It was supposed to be touch football. There was only one person not playing touch football.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Why didn't Vince Vaughn should have just laid that guy on his fucking ass?
I would have punched him in the face for sure.
Seriously, the second time that happened, I would be like, it's on.
Yeah, I mean, he did have a good excuse that he couldn't get off the ground for a minute, but I definitely would have got up and punched him later.
Like once I knew it was contact, like we're not playing touch.
Right.
It would not have happened to me again.
Yeah, there would have been ball punches.
Yeah.
I would have Everetted his ass.
Everett will ball punch right in the nuts.
Everyone else in the family are fucking assholes because they're like, yeah, he's definitely fucking going for blood.
Right.
But they're like, oh, what a pussy. Get up, dude.
Yeah.
Him fucking stretching. Bradley Cooper stretching just before the football or whatever, and then just, I don't know what got into me. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. That wouldn't have happened more than once.
No.
Also, Vince Vaughn is enormous.
Enormous.
Would have just squashed him.
Way bigger than Bradley Cooper. I mean, he's just like a little raccoon.
Oh, I get it. That was a good one.
Because of the movie.
He's
Oh, I got it. Man, the jokes are just deep tonight. I love the friend, though. Crab cakes and football. That's what Maryland does. Just the ultimate douchebag.
He's never been to Texas, apparently.
That's what we call the sack lunch. What a dum-dum.
What do they say in Texas?
We don't fuck around with crab cakes. It's just football.
Yeah, I don't guess we...
Jalapeno poppers?
Jalapeno poppers and football.
Ow! Jesus Christ!
My father warned me about people like you, Jeremy. And there's another notch on your belt.
It's not like that. What are you talking? It's not like that.
Really? Then what's it like, Jeremy, huh?
Ow! Ow! No! Wait. It's just that I'm feeling very strongly that we're only starting to express ourselves in a physical, sexual, specifically way. That's it! Way! And I'd like to play some catch-up on finding out who's inside here. Okay?
Jeremy. Jeremy, you're amazing.
Oh, God, I think you're amazing.
Oh, my God, don't ever leave me.
Ever.
Good. Because I'd find you.
This house must be huge beyond measure. There is so much yelling that just goes on, and just right in the middle of stairwells, and late at night in bedrooms.
And she's trying to have sex with the door open.
It's a mansion.
That's right. Yeah, it is a mansion, but
on the Chesapeake Bay.
To be honest, I don't feel like it's the worst idea with her wearing that particular outfit. It seemed fine. Seemed like a good idea.
Okay, serious question.
Yeah.
When she told you that she wasn't wearing panties, and she's wearing that tiny little tennis skirt, and they're walking down the stairs, were you trying to get a glimpse?
Okay. You mean if I were there, like was I looking on the television?
I tried to look up at the television.
I was trying to
but it didn't
totally
work. It didn't work.
I did that. I literally was trying to look up her skirt. While
it doesn't work like that for some
TV
reason.
is 2 dimensions. It's not 3 dimensions.
It doesn't. It doesn't work like that. Even with your fancy fucking 70
I do
inch.
have a 3D TV though.
3D 70-inch 4K.
Right.
Yeah, but you know that belt that you put your notches on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is pretty new.
Yeah, it's
2 notches.
It's pretty pristine.
Yeah, it's the I saw Rich's bedpost. There's not a lot of marks on there.
Yeah, it's just a chopped off. It has the
I had to get a new bed because of all the marks.
Because of all the marks.
The post, the head little bed post is missing.
It looked like a fucking chainsaw artist messed up. All right, it's that everybody's favorite point of the show. It is time for Rich's 11-point scale for
Isla Fisher.
Isla Fisher.
Goddamn right.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I'll go through this quick. Hair, 10. Eyes, 10.
What color were her eyes?
Nose, 10. Blue or green, really doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Smile, 9.5. She had a little bit of, there was in the back of her teeth, there were kind of gaps and stuff, but still awesome. Face, 11, because that shit came together. Arms, 10. Boobs, 7. Great boobs.
Yeah, great boobs. Even now,
They're still a little smaller than.
No. But are you giving her the body double boobs or?
No, I'm just going off of
how you feel like you anticipate them.
Seeing them in clothes and everything.
Sure.
Else,
Okay.
Waist 9.5, ass 9, legs 9, X Factor 11. Because to me, she's an 11.
She's the unicorn.
Right.
She's on my top 5. Before this.
Interesting.
Yeah. So about a year ago, me and John, the bass player, and a bunch of the girls that went to the bachelor party, we're all doing.
Did you just call me a girl?
Not you.
Oh.
We're doing top 5s, the hottest girls, and she was in my top 5.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I definitely can see that. I think she would. It's so weird because I just don't know any of the new actresses. I just don't. I mean, it's. So, I mean, when people start listing some of this, I have to be like, which one is that? And I don't recognize them from one movie to the other, and it has to be a whole thing. But she was definitely up there. I'm a big fan.
Total is 9.6.
That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What's the maximum you can get? 11?
11, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty darn high.
Yeah. Didn't Tiffany get a 10?
No. Tiffany got a 9.2, I think it was.
Tiffany the singer? I think we're alone now.
Tiffany Thiessen.
Oh, Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Got it.
Yeah.
What did you think about Tiffany the singer? Children beware.
No.
That's what they say when we're together.
I thought she was pretty.
Watch where you play. Ooh, I don't know what that note was.
Isla Fisher is the perfect girl. If I had to design a woman, I think it would be basically her.
If your weird science computer.
Yeah, if I
take
weird science to girl, I would be her with a little bit bigger boobs, but
How tall is she?
perfect height.
Is she small?
Well, I mean, it's hard to tell because she stands next to 6'5" dudes all the time.
I know Rich is complaining about girls that are 5'7" being too tall. So fuck.
Yeah.
5'7" is 5'8" is the cutoff for me.
Yeah.
I can't do more than 5'8".
Because with heels, they're taller than you?
Man, I like them 6'5". I want them to pick me up.
Yeah, I get that.
No.
Yeah, no?
No.
I like tiny little girls.
I don't know, 6'5", their feet hang off the bed. That's super weird.
Do you want my scale?
Yeah.
Okay. I give her a 8. Amy Adams is beautiful.
She fucking never hears this, by the way.
I know.
You know, like maybe she started out as Amy Adams' body double.
You know what's funny is I started to apply the same sort of scale to Jane Seymour, and it was pretty close. I mean, holy crap! If I like just offset a little bit for her age, holy crap!
I kind of wondered if you were going to do that because I would think there would be.
I mean, she gets a lot of 10s. Let's just put it that way.
It'd be hard to make many marks against her.
And if she really did just get her boobs done,
yeah,
then bonus.
Oh,
right.
He was like holding them.
Yeah, that was for reals.
Like,
that's see now
he was like the bra.
you get to. That's part of the bonus of being an actual legitimate actor.
I tell Simone all the time, I wish I could just be her human bra, just follow her around.
Yeah, I get that.
Boobs are awesome.
Yeah, they definitely are. I'm Casey's human bra sometimes when she sleeps. I just get up under there and just cup them, both of them, and just you know,
definitely.
You know,
if
just,
if I'm spooning you,
yeah.
If I'm spooning you,
right, you're gonna cup my boobs.
Absolutely gonna cup your boobs.
Yeah.
Yes.
I get that.
There's not a way that I don't. Like it's not okay. I'm not spooning you.
Do I have enough for you?
I won't
fucking
spoon
make
you
it
if
enough.
I can't cup it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that's the thing. And then is there other things that you like about the spooning process? Do you like to get like one leg over or like in between? Touch feet?
No, I just like my penis to be between the ass crack.
Yeah, and the butt cheeks.
Yeah, right there, and
totally
then a
get
cup
that.
over the boob, and that's it.
Yep, I'm with you.
I can only spoon for about 20 seconds.
We don't spoon long.
I get hot.
Yeah,
that's my problem too.
Skin on skin, I might as well be in the flames of hell.
Yeah. We definitely are two different temperatures as far as like, you know, body temp is concerned.
Right.
So
Is she cold natured?
No, she's more like sweaty, and like she doesn't. Well, I mean, she like puts her feet out of the covers.
Good thing she doesn't listen to this.
No. I mean, she just sweats.
She kind of drips.
And I get cold. I get cold.
Oh, you're cold natured.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, just at night, really. But
I'm always hot. I have to have fans and.
She has 2 fans.
Yeah, that's me.
We have the ceiling fan, and then she has a fan right on the dresser, and then she needs the noise, so we have like an air cleaner filter thing in there, and then my CPAP, and you know, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, the CPAP makes spooning.
Here's a good question.
Happening.
So
yeah,
when you're
it's
having,
up there.
So when you're having sex,
we're just having sex. Okay, go ahead.
When you're having sex, do you get hot and then can't complete the contract because it's hot?
I mean, I can get like sort of hot and like a little bit out of breath and just like need like a little break, like just, hey, I'm gonna take a break and get a drink of water, and then you just climb back on there.
I have a specific, like if it is above a certain temperature, there is nothing coming out of me. Like it will never happen.
Right.
I have to lower the temperature either by pointing a fan at my back or something along those lines.
You'd be a good guy then for other dudes as far if they were sending their wives on like Naked and Afraid or something, because you couldn't do any secret fucking.
Well, I could fuck all night long.
Oh, I see.
That's not a problem.
This is back to where just the tip. You were lasting 10 minutes.
So Rich can literally say, no, we don't need birth control. It's fucking hot in here.
Yeah, it's fucking hot in here.
Oh my God. It's
There's
so funny you
pre-cum,
just
though.
said that.
Because you
fucking used that before?
No, but
you thought it?
Let's just say it's fucking hilarious that you just said that.
Yeah, because you thought it.
Well, it's an absolute truth.
It's
what
come
he
up.
just said.
Yeah.
There's no way that it can happen.
He's going to use it.
If it's hot.
He's going to use it.
Understood. Yeah, no way.
No way.
Yeah, you can't put like a cool towel around your shoulders or.
Yeah, it would have. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
it would
that
lower
gets your
the
body temperature a little bit.
Yeah.
Then you bit. See, that's why
if you put an ice pack on my balls, I'll be done.
A little
in
drink
seconds.
of ice water or something.
Yeah.
You never take a break.
So when it's cold, you get messy. Is that what you're saying?
It doesn't just automatically go. There has to be other stuff going on.
Do not add ice to Rich's genitalia. Add ice for secretion.
So dead bodies are pretty hot for you, right?
I mean, that's the whole thing. Isn't that the whole thing with the ball tickle? Is you're basically sending the goosebump chills that tells your body that the temperature's colder, and then therefore...
Shit, I don't know. I got to try that.
You mean when you tickle your own balls?
Dude,
you tickle your own balls to make yourself cooler?
No, I don't tickle my balls.
Oh, you have somebody else do it.
I have someone else do that.
Casey, we went and saw that Beatles thing, Love, the Cirque du Soleil in LA or in Las Vegas.
I've stood outside the door.
And it was so hot in there. We sat like kind of upwards because I wanted her to be able to see the whole thing. And it was so fucking miserably hot for some reason where we were sitting. And I had on like a collared shirt, you know, because I'm a fucking fat guy and that's what you wear for dress up night. It was like just like a bowling shirt, fucking jeans or whatever.
Polo. Yeah,
that. But like made out of the shit that golf shirts are made of, so it hides the sweat. And she taught me the coolest trick. I had got this drink, and she was like, "Put the drink on the inside of your arm," and it was crazy, like how fast it cooled me off and stuff.
Oh, really?
But my body temperature melted all the ice, and my drink wasn't good anymore. But
that's the first thing I thought of. I guess your ice gonna melt.
I know, right? Yeah, that's the last thing. It's like you don't like want to cup your beer in your hand if you don't have a koozie because you make your beer hot. You know. Unless you're Will with his grape soda over here. That motherfucker didn't stand a chance.
No,
all right,
it's going.
Here's the tip for the ladies.
Uh-oh, here it comes again. Just the tip.
All right. If you're doing it doggy style, reach your hand under between the legs and tickle the back of the balls when you want him to be done, and he'll be done.
And go how far back? Like to the taint area?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to get your fingers dirty, but you know... just before the taint, scratching up the balls lightly.
Don't crush.
Don't crush.
That will also end it, but not the way you want it.
Just enough to send the chills up his spine, and then boom, done.
Right. Man, this has been... this is the best part of the fucking podcast.
And then you can...
You're welcome.
We didn't even need the movie.
You can tip the pinky.
You don't really need to do that. I mean, that's... The other thing you can do is take... while you're doing one hand on the balls... Take the other hand and make a Spock, you know, like live long and prosper. And put the two fingers on each side of the shaft that's going in and out and squeeze so that you've got extra tension there. That'll help
Why
too.
not finger and thumb?
You guys are missing this. They're fucking... This is why we need video, though. They're actually literally both acting it out.
Why this instead of this?
You could do that same thing with the labia, you know.
It's hard because it's harder from underneath. You can't.
It's kind of like a slip.
Yeah, you're twisting your hand around. Just stick your hand straight back in between the Spock fingers, and you're good to go.
Right. You don't want to sprain a wrist.
But don't forget the balls, ladies. Don't forget the balls.
Nice.
With some dudes, you can't. You know, it's like bulldog balls back there.
Anna, go ahead and forget the balls.
Roadhouse. Polling shows a majority of the American people would ultimately empathize with our situation.
What is our situation, Dad?
You're a homo. Put Mom to bed already.
Okay. Mommy, we've had a long day.
I can do it myself, asshole.
I'll be in my room painting. Homo things.
You just go right ahead, Toddy.
Wonderful scallops.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
You know, I think I'm gonna get some air.
I'll get some air if you want some company.
Sure.
Let me just change my shoes. Excuse me.
Can't walk away from the delicious food that we got here.
All right, couple of things here. First of all, the freaking grandma is so amazing. And she's in so many movies. I mean, she's in... we've talked about her before, right?
Wedding Singer.
Yeah, like she's the hip hop. The hip.
Is that her?
Hip.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, but she's in a few movies that we've done that are... have we done The Wedding Singer? No, I didn't think so. But I fucking love I can do it myself, asshole. So fucking great. And just everything that's happening in that room at the time.
This dinner is so... I mean, there's so much going on.
Yeah.
You've got the homophobic grandma who cheated with FDR.
Right. Because Eleanor was a dyke.
She's a big dyke.
A big dyke.
You've got the hand jobbing of Vince Vaughn.
Which... looked legit, by the way. Like, I mean, it was like you could tell that was definitely somebody's.
Like I was getting turned on by the way she was doing it, going, "Wow, that's That's awesome.
That's pretty much how you need to do it in that situation.
She was paying attention to the balls. She was doing the balls, and
she was indeed
slipping Bradley Cooper and Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
James,
which the Visine thing is that a thing? The Visine
I don't
thing?
think it's actually Visine.
Yeah, I think they put something like Epicac or something in there.
Yeah. Got it. Okay.
Jane Seymour getting hammered.
Right.
Todd is a situation.
Yeah.
He's a homosexual. You could say it.
Yeah. Because you're a homo.
Fitz Vaughn saying he's joking around. It feels so good when he's joking around.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was so good.
If Rachel McAdams is really into her boyfriend, you don't go for a stroll with this stranger.
So this is where obviously there's always those times in movies like this where you're like, okay, here's the point where you've been reaching this whole time. Here's the point where this ain't fucking happening.
Well, obviously she's not that into him because he talks about marriage and she's like, whoa, slam on the brakes, we're not. And then he yells at her at in the bathroom. So they make it overly clear that he's a total douche.
But in front of the whole family.
The whole family and his friends.
Yeah.
And
no one's like, yeah, okay, go on a walk.
Yeah, nobody's like, oh, you guys just gonna go? Oh, and you're gonna change your shoes. You guys are gonna go quite a walk, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, if you're going on a walk with her, you can take a blister.
Yeah.
You know, there's no reason
walk
to
in your bare feet.
Know, obviously, we needed it for the Jane Seymour scene.
Yes.
But you know, call me kitty cat. Call me kitty cat.
Jesus Christ.
We had a moment at the dinner table, didn't we?
No, we did not have a moment at the dinner table.
Yes, we had a moment.
That was right there. Todd, I would have noticed that there was a moment. There was no moment.
I made you a painting.
What?
I call the painting Celebration. It's sexual and violent.
You know what I think about sometimes, like with this scene, like the music makes it so much more like just, you know,
intense,
stressful or whatever. But you know, when they're filming this, they don't have that. Right. You know, it's got to be just weird, like having this naked dude laying on top of you. You're like tied down to the bed, and he's just crawling all over you. And
but how genius is this scene? Okay, she comes and ties him up. I guess when he's sleeping, right?
Yeah,
he wakes up. He's tied to the bed, feet and arms,
and she's decided that she's
naked on top.
She decides after he tells her that their relationship is too physical at this early on that she's not being as experimental enough.
Right.
And
thank God for thinking
so
like that.
So it gets to this point, and then she escapes, and then
it was a rape, by the way.
Definitely, and he says it too.
Yeah, in the morning.
Yeah, in the morning he does say it. Then he falls back to sleep.
Yeah, wait. Well, disregard that someone has tied you up to have sex with you. If you tie someone up to have sex with them, don't at some point you want them to join in after the tie-up part is...
Did we not cover this on 50 Shades? I don't know. I mean, that's the thing is like, you know, he's...
Like I've tied up someone before, but...
No.
There's a point to where you go, okay,
yeah, but that was a guy. Yeah, sorry.
In Germany.
Yeah.
At some point, you want to untie it and have them join in the fun after the novelty of the tie-up is over.
I think
she just fucks him and then leaves him tied up.
Well, I think what we're supposed to think happened here is that, you know, she rolls off of him, falls asleep, and
She's
then...
not there, though.
That's what I'm saying. But he wakes up, he thinks it's her. So he falls back to sleep, and then, you know, you see the arm up there.
But the genius of it is then now Dad comes in.
Yes.
Sits on the bed, doesn't even...
No, he admires the knot.
He admires the... Exactly.
He's like, oh, that's a good knot.
At first, it's just like kind of nodding to the ones on his hands, and then you could just see he's like kind of messing with the other knot, and just, you know, this is just how you sleep.
But he doesn't acknowledge it to him. That's what that was just killing me. It was killing me.
And the whole time just going like, Todd has night terrors or whatever. And he's in the fucking closet.
No, I don't even know what the fuck a quail is. I feel totally ridiculous. It's like, why do I have to be in camouflage so the big bad quail doesn't see me? No. It's like, why can't we hunt something cool like a hawk or an eagle, something with some talons? That'd be awesome. You mean something like big game, even like a gorilla? Or a rhinoceros? Or a fucking human being? That'll get you jacked up. That's a little heavy. I mean, like, you're hunting a human being right now. Most dangerous game. Like a worthy adversary. Not a human being that's armed, but a clever
human being who knows the jungle
Like
or
a
the
bad
woods.
guy.
So it's kind of unraveling here. Bradley Cooper's kind of caught on, and he's a little bothered by the fact that they're.
I don't know if he's caught on enough to shoot someone in the ass.
So he did shoot him, right?
Yes.
I thought maybe Vince, like they shot each other.
No.
It was Bradley Cooper just like aimed and shot his ass, right?
Right.
That's attempted murder.
He peppered him. He shot Miller.
Shoot Miller.
Yeah.
I can't believe we wasted the Miller story on another movie when it was perfect for this movie.
Well,
Tell your Miller story again.
Well, the Miller story, I was hunting with my brother and his friends, and they're 5 years older than me. So, the night was pretty much them all drinking and shit, and I was throwing firecrackers in the fire, burning holes in the tent and stuff. And the next day, we're walking around for quail, and you got to get up super early in the morning, and you just kind of walk because basically the idea is to
you don't
start.
Have dogs.
We didn't have dogs,
right.
so you just kind of got to walk through, and you stir them up, and then you shoot. And so we're walking through. We had a huge clearing, and Danny Miller, my brother's college roommate, was on the way other side of the field. So I can't remember if it was my brother or Larry Benton, his friend, but that's who I was walking with. And I'm just like, man, this is boring. I want to shoot something. And one of them just goes, shoot Miller. And so I just shot him and peppered the shit out of it. Man, it's weird because it's like when that shotgun, nobody should ever do this. Like I could have literally really hurt him bad. But it's... I can't
believe you did.
There's a delay, like it doesn't just hit him instantly. Like,
right.
It takes a slow motion second.
Right.
And then he just starts dancing around and yada yada. And oh my God, he was so mad at me. And he had some buckshot in him that had to be dug out too. And, but yeah, shoot Miller. I'm going to put that on a coffee mug.
How far away do you think he was?
I'd say a solid 60, 70 yards, pretty far.
Okay.
And the way
Still, they shoot ducks out of the sky with those things.
Yeah, but this is kind of a different we were using shotguns, and so how far away what happens is a shotgun shell, it scatters, and then the wind velocity just eventually just stops it and falls to the ground.
Yeah.
So he was just far enough to where
they still shoot ducks out of the sky with those things. So
yeah, you're definitely right. I was a kid, and they shoot Miller, fucking shot him.
Had you discovered sarcasm at this point yet?
No,
we weren't serious.
Well,
don't shoot him.
I know.
Well,
Jaret.
no, there's a little bit more to the punchline. I was just like, no, at first,
okay.
and they were like, it's not going to hurt him. He's just that far
so
away.
They
just
basically
pepper him.
coaxed you into it.
Coaxed him, but still didn't think I was going to fucking do it. And then I just fucking up with the shotgun and shot the shit out of him. And I was using
Why didn't you just shoot like a tree? Like a normal person.
I think I had fucking shot a couple of trees already. I was pretty much over that.
Now you have the taste.
I was using like a super weak gun, like a 410. It's like your first shotgun, little shotgun. Still, you don't need to be aiming it and fucking shooting people.
He wanted to hunt a worthy adversary.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. That's right. And he's a fucking hugely successful anesthesiologist now. So
I wonder why.
You can hunt Ice-T if you could find him. Oh wait, that's a different joke.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But he was in a hunted movie.
Was he?
Yeah, he was being hunted by somebody. I can't remember.
I remember that movie.
Was that book? Was it called The Most Dangerous Game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was pretty crazy.
We've just been talking so much about the future lately, and I always assumed that we would get married, but I'm scared. I am. But I think that that's how everyone feels before they're about to get married. Don't you think? Yeah, no, don't answer that. That's my rationalization, and I'm sticking to it.
Fair enough. And I don't mean to pry.
Yes, you did.
Well, however it works out, I hope you realize that you deserve somebody great.
Cheater.
Yeah, now it's getting just a little wacky.
So if you're playing slap hands in your 20s or 30s, you're fucking, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
You're going to be fucking.
You're on a beach, the water's all flowing around,
you're not 12.
Right.
Right.
And he was full on going to go for a walk on the beach with that dude's girlfriend to him. Like, he was like, yeah, you guys are going to go hunting. We're going to go to the beach, right?
Right.
That's like ballsy shit.
Yeah.
You're asking for an ass whooping.
They're the wedding crashers. They don't fuck around.
That's true, I guess.
Well, and you got to, looking at it from Bradley Cooper's perspective, too, is like, why is he not just like on guard the whole time? You know, I mean, he's just that big of a douche and thinks that much about himself that he doesn't need to be, I guess.
Why doesn't he ever go to him and say, hey, stay the fuck away from my girlfriend?
Yeah, exactly.
What
Obviously.
the hell are you doing?
Yeah,
Or
I agree.
to her, hey, it looks kind of weird when you hang out with this dude.
Right.
Or when we're dating, or is there a problem?
Yeah, I mean, is this are you okay with us? I mean, this is bothering me. Why did he?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we really just fucked up the wedding crashers.
Well, I mean, like, if Rich was like, Simone, hey, you want to go take a walk with me while Will
you
fucking
imagine?
programs?
Yeah.
I'd be like, fuck that shit, Rich.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that would be. Especially Rich.
Here's the other thing. Of all the girls that we saw in the montage that he was banging, what's so special about Rachel McAdams? Like,
they had a connection.
Yeah, I thought about that whenever I saw that scene where they make the eye contact, and I wondered if you would bring that up. And
It's the whole love thing. It's when two souls recognize their
It was
the fuck that he was.
intangible connection or some bullshit?
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, there's just something about, that person.
So basically, she looked like his mom or something like that?
Yeah, yes.
There's probably some psychological shit in there. Sure.
His older sister.
Yes.
Yeah, there's there's probably something to that.
I mean, obviously there's something wrong with him when he has to go to 17 weddings to fuck 17 girls in the season, right?
And then,
I mean, he has
what do
problems.
And then what do they do? So they do wedding season, which is what, 2 months maybe?
I guess so.
Springtime, and then
I
fall.
do wish Casey was here for
There's
this one.
a fall season and a spring season.
Yeah.
Well, they said wedding season, so not one of the wedding seasons.
I think wedding season's between January and December.
I think he's right. Yeah. I think it's real.
That's probably true, right?
I think it's spring. I think they have a lot of weddings in the spring.
Spring
and that
weddings.
makes sense.
I think in that, it looked like spring. So point being, are they just celibate for the rest of the year? Are they just getting work done? What are they doing?
Yeah, it seems like
their balls need to regenerate.
Like 19 girls in
the
2 months, and then they just don't do anything for the rest of the year.
Right.
They work.
I mean,
I think I'd rather just date.
No. That's
no?
what you did.
Yeah.
You went on Tinder, went fucking crazy, and then you took some time off, and now you got a girlfriend.
Well,
you
that's
basically
true.
lived this movie.
He didn't go fucking crazy. He
No.
just dated a lot of girls.
You dated some girls, and I don't mean to make it like like you're one of these dudes, but you did okay.
Wait,
I mean,
what the fuck? That's mean.
Well, I'm just trying to.
Why not?
Because
why am I not one of these dudes?
I don't know if your new girlfriend's going to listen to this. And fucking I don't know.
I feel like you have more emotional depth.
But you're
than these
super.
guys.
Like you're going to tell her everything anyway, because you tell girls everything.
Yeah. I don't hide anything. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So you did a lot of.
I may not volunteer
fun
every
stuff.
fucking thing in the world.
And now and then you took a break, and it didn't take long for you to find the one and settle down for a little bit.
Well, okay. The one might be premature.
I didn't mean to say the one.
Yeah, don't scare her away.
But I
Jared,
mean
Jesus.
the girl that you're currently dating.
Right, correct, yeah.
Right.
It didn't. She kind of found me, I think.
Yeah, well, you know what? And that's what they fucking you hear Vince Vaughn say that too.
Yeah. More on that next week.
No, that's where the sack beats the shit out of him. He's like, "Did you see that bartender with the tits?" And he goes, "You're the sack, man. Just wait, she'll come find you."
I mean, I believe that she was a virgin. It hurts to be lied to like that. It's a horrible feeling to feel that way. But I, was looking to take advantage of something too, so could I really feel that bad? It's not like I was who I was. You know what I'm saying? So fair play. And let's be honest with each other here, okay? Let's put all the cards on the table. She's fit for a straitjacket. This broad's fucked 3 ways towards the weekend. And you want to know what? I dig it. It turns me on. Yeah, it turns me on. Because you want to know what the kicker is, Father? Maybe I'm a little fucking crazy. That's right. Maybe Jeremy's a little nuts. Maybe there's something about me that I'm a little cuckoo. I know it's a surprise. I know it's not on the surface. I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was a kid. His name was Shiloh. We used to play checkers with each other every day. And bless his heart, Shiloh would always let me win.
Yeah, because she had like 50-something imaginary friends, and then one of them had his own language, and she was the only one that could understand it.
Who?
That's when she comes down the stairs and she's like, we go pop pop.
Yeah, that's right.
And the dad does a little too.
Yeah, the dad joins in a little bit. And then that's when the dad repeats hey, she's just not another notch in your belt.
Right, yeah.
Whatever. But
did you have an imaginary friend?
I did. I had a few.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I had a couple of them. My two of them were twins. Their names were Scundy and Rundy. And so I dragged them around quite a bit, and then I had one whose name was George. Sometimes we'd all play together, and sometimes George wouldn't be around. Me and Scundy and Rundy would just go run around a lot, and we had good time together.
That's fucking hysterical.
They were pretty quick on their bikes and stuff, and I
didn't have any imaginary friends.
I did. I had an imaginary friend. He lived in my mouth, and he told me what I should do, things that I should do to other people.
No shit.
That's called a demon.
God damn it.
I had G.I. Joes, and I watched R-rated movies on the Betamax to occupy my time.
Emma had one named Shooky, and it was a monkey, and it was legit, man. I mean, and it would go away and visit its parents in California and stuff, and she wouldn't mention it while it was gone. I mean, it was crazy. It was actually super legitimate.
Wow.
But yeah, I definitely had one, and she had one as well.
So when you had the imaginary friends, did you see them? Or
No,
how does that work?
I had a visual of what they looked like in my head, but they didn't. It's not like Drop Dead Fred. They didn't fucking
right. So you
Jared's
knew
not mental.
Yeah,
you knew they weren't real.
Oh yeah, totally. No, I knew they were.
So it was more.
Just using your imagination, like it was somebody to play with when somebody to talk to when I'm throwing the football around by myself. But now we all have imaginary friends, right?
Sure.
Siri and Alexa.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you ever don't feel good about yourself.
Hey Cortana, am I beautiful?
I can't connect at the moment. Try again in a little bit.
So Cortana has a hard time connecting with you, Rich?
Yeah, we have a hard time connecting in general.
Claire, they crash weddings. They crash weddings so they can sleep with girls. Everything that they've told us is a complete fabrication.
You're joking.
All of it is don't you fucking get up.
Will you just stop?
Okay.
Is that true?
No, well, it's not entirely.
No, it's a yes or no question.
I know, but it's complicated.
Yes or no?
Yes. With shades of gray.
50 Shades of Grey.
I'm not perfect, but who are we kidding? Neither are you. And you want to know what? I dig it.
Jeremy tried to seduce me.
You did? I want my painting back.
The painting was a gift, Todd. I'm taking it with me.
You had me going, son. Thought it was something special.
The painting was a gift, Todd. I'm taking it with me.
That was so
And then
He's
just
holding the
him
painting.
holding it, walking down. Oh, it's so great.
All I'm thinking is, how could this girl ever take him back? That is some
It
fucking...
would never happen. She just met him that day. It's not even been a full 12 hours.
It's been a few days.
Yeah, it's been a few
that's
days.
right. It was a weekend.
But it's still that is the skeeviest fucking thing I've ever heard of. I don't ever want to see you again.
Yeah. Has she not met guys that were total douchebags that lie?
What it should be in her mind is I've realized that I'm not into my boyfriend, but I need to move on from that. But it's not going to be you.
Yeah.
I mean, at least he's admitting to the fact that he went and had sex with a bunch of girls and, was a total fucking asshole when her current boyfriend is fucking chicks right underneath her nose.
I think she has some issues to work out herself, because why is she dating this asshole in the first place?
Well, yeah.
A lot of pressure from her father.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but you know what? He seems like the perfect father ever.
But she didn't know it.
Yeah, and she also...
She didn't know he was perfect?
No.
And she admits that, though, on the beach. She says, I think I thought we would always get married, but now it's kind of getting to that point where, hey, maybe this isn't the thing.
I think there's a lot of pressure for these rich families to inbreed.
Yeah, definitely. And incest. Wait a minute. I didn't mean to say that.
John, you got to drop this thing. I can't do this anymore with you, okay? It's been several months and you haven't heard anything from her. She hasn't returned your phone calls. She's never responded to one of your letters. She didn't respond to the Candygram.
Right.
God knows what happened to the little kitten that you got her. Because she didn't keep it, and I know you're not raising that goddamn thing.
Okay.
I think it's very obvious at this juncture that she just flat out does not want to see you.
I disagree. Now look, they're having the engagement party for tonight at the Birch Club. We're going at 7:30.
I'm not John, I can't.
The kitten thing had to have been ad-libbed for sure. Because that, like, fucking... I like this movie. I didn't laugh out loud much.
Oh, really?
4 or 5 times, but that made me fucking full-on laugh out loud. No, I mean, not that I didn't think it was funny. There was a lot of things that made me, like, full-on laugh, but 4 or 5 anyway.
But the movie was enjoyable. I mean, the plot and
I liked
everything.
it. Yeah,
it wasn't,
I liked it. And I think...
Because you don't have to laugh at every movie you
No,
watch.
definitely not. I mean, I think... this is one of those ones where I was telling Casey, it's been on so much in situations that I was in. I think I'd pretty much seen most of it, but I'd never sat down and watched it.
Right.
But I really dug it.
It was longer than I thought it was going to be. It was 2 hours. Holy shit.
Yeah, so that was one of the things that I think I would have a critique that I would have. I just think it's real long. I think there were 2 or 3 montages that I fast forwarded past. Because I just don't feel like it was super necessary. And then, just you got to think, I mean, the last 30 minutes, they're already not at the house anymore.
Yeah, they didn't need the Chaz stuff, even though the Chaz stuff was great.
Yeah.
The montages didn't need to be so long.
Correct, yeah. I agree.
Shaved off 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think the Chaz thing definitely probably had to have been one of the things where they were just like, do we really need this? But, you put Will Ferrell in there.
Right.
It just works, but
I think they have some pressure to make movies 2 hours these days.
Yeah,
I think it has to make be 2 hours.
to make it a value or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I just don't necessarily feel. I think maybe I used to be of that mindset, like, oh, that's a really short movie, but I think sometimes it's tough to fucking sit there for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But no, I really liked this one. I thought it was fun.
Gloria, I've been doing a lot of soul searching lately, and I think that I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level, to what the next level of the relationship would be.
Jeremy,
is that good?
I am so ready to take it to the next level too. Do you want to watch me with a girl? What about those Brazilian twins we met at the ball game?
I was thinking more along the lines of an engagement. But that sounds terrific. That sounds unbelievable. The Brazilian girls were very nice.
Oh, Jeremy, I do.
I love you.
How could you not fall in love with this girl? She's fucking perfect.
Yeah, she might be perfect. Yeah, her voice even sounds like a cartoon, and not in an annoying way.
It's so cute. Yeah, it's adorable.
Yeah, not in an annoying way.
She's amazing.
I just love the turnaround that happens when he finds out that she's not a virgin. And it messes his mind up so much that it literally, like, he's just like, I guess I'm in love with this girl, Jesus Christ.
And she's so right, though. I mean, I think all guys would want that.
No.
No?
I've never had it, and I don't care about it.
I think what you're saying, though, is that you want them to be less, I mean, I don't know how to put this. You just don't want a girl with like a lot of history.
No, I think I don't think.
I don't think anybody wants to be
5 or 10. It doesn't really matter at that point. But if you have a girl that's only ever been with you,
yeah,
I think that's special.
I think that's too much pressure on you because I mean it's like
what pressure? She has no reference point.
Exactly, but that means
are you a virgin too?
Well, I mean,
double standard.
No, I'm fine with I'm fine with the double standard.
No, I'm just saying that I think they would just kind of wonder what was out there.
I got to know what to do with her.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know what you're doing when you're a virgin. But I feel sorry for everybody that happened before my first wife because I guess I didn't really understand that they could have an orgasm or something.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was pretty bad for all of them.
Like
it was just porn sex.
Like David Cross says, he's like, why does the legal age have to be 17? Like, you've got some fucking 16-year-old with acne fucking your daughter, and I'm a 40-year-old man with skills.
Holy shit.
Look, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you found someone.
I can't tell you how glad it makes me to hear you say that, man. Get on in here. Let the big bear get his paws on you. You know I love you. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Are you sure you've been okay? This does not look like a guy who's been okay.
It's like a pigsty.
It's like a mosh pit in here.
Listen, I'm getting married.
Get out.
You just sat there and said that you were happy for me then.
I'm hanging by a thread. I'm reading Don't Kill Myself books.
You said that the book wasn't yours.
Don't worry about the book. It isn't mine. But I glanced at it.
John, you've been my friend for 16 years. I'm getting married. I need you there to be my best man.
Kindly leave.
What did I say? You go to the beach and you do the cocktail thing. If you're going to kill yourself,
Right.
you go live on the beach.
Right.
That's what you do. You don't kill yourself.
Is that what happened in the movie Cocktail?
No.
Oh.
That's just what I always said. If
Oh,
I was
you
ever
go
going to
there.
kill myself,
Right.
I'd go, well, why would I kill myself when I could just sell everything and just go live on the beach and do cocktail? Why
Yeah.
not? And then you were like, well, why don't you just do that now if it's your dream? It's not my dream. That's not my point. My point is,
I said that?
just go to Mexico, live on the beach.
I didn't mean that. I think that sounds stupid. Unless you just want to kill yourself, then
No.
get the fuck out there.
Yeah.
I like the beach.
Yeah, the beach is fine.
I mean, do something. If you're going to kill yourself, just don't go in your room and kill yourself. Go do something extreme. Move to a different country. Go walk across the United States. I mean, do something.
I think the point is that they feel like they
Yeah, I
don't want to
know.
live anymore and they don't want to go on a long walk.
Yeah, they don't want to live their life anymore. Change your life. Go on a different life.
You should work
At
for a
least
suicide
try
hotline,
that.
I think.
At least try that.
You should work for the suicide hotline.
I should.
Be like, just go for a fucking walk.
Just go for a walk. The exercise will make you feel better. Endorphins. Done. Next.
You're like, I'm killing it. Literally killing it.
Next call.
I got to be honest. I come in, it's like a little like I'm trying to get my bearings. There's cartoons, your mom, and it's like you still got it. Look at her, just living the dream. I love that. You know what? I will have some meatloaf. Let's have some meatloaf.
You want some? I knew you'd go. Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf! What is she doing? I never know what she's doing back there.
Just living the dream. Where'd you get that girl? She's hot.
I got her yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah. I rode my bike over to a cemetery nearby. Her boyfriend just died.
You met her at a funeral?
Yeah. Dude died in a hang gliding accident. What an idiot. Oh, I'm hang gliding, honey. Take a good picture. I'm dead.
And apparently this is too far. Owen Wilson's like, yeah, the funeral thing, what? I don't think I could do that.
Well, apparently he could because he went and did it.
Gives it a shot. Doesn't work out.
See, if he had just said, Sweetie! Meatloaf! It would have worked. I'm telling you. That's what that's for. Use the sweetie for that.
The sweetie thing.
Yeah.
Well, you can't call your mom sweetie.
Why not?
I don't know. That just seems weird.
Well, yeah.
Do you call your mom sweetie?
No.
She does do your laundry, though.
She tries to do my laundry. I wouldn't
Oh,
let her
that's
do
what it
my-
is.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Will, do you call your mom sweetie?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, me either.
What is taking the meatloaf so long, though?
Well, I mean, was it already made or was she just warming it up?
It generally takes about an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes to cook
Right.
meatloaf.
But he said she had already cooked it, I thought.
I don't think so.
No?
No,
I make awesome meatloaf.
Do you make it with cornflakes or do you make it with vegetable soup?
No, I make it with crackers.
Okay, crackers.
Saltine crackers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that, I would
get
rather
that.
have. My ex made it.
Which one?
Okay, my second one.
Right.
My ex made it with vegetable soup to keep it,
keep it together?
Yeah, and I didn't like it.
No, it's meat.
Like it tasted fine, but I didn't like
egg,
the texture of it.
Milk, Worcestershire sauce, ketchup, mustard, saltine crackers. That's it.
Sounds delicious.
My first wife made it with cornflakes, and I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Instead of crackers.
Well, that sounds great too. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Now I want the meatloaf.
Because they're kind of sweet a little bit.
Somebody, my kid's asleep, or I'd be yelling at my mom right now.
Really?
Sweetie!
Meatloaf is really just a vehicle for ketchup.
It really is.
That's what I think too. It's basically like a glorified hamburger patty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With ketchup.
Yeah.
But you know what? It also led me to you. So it's hard for me to completely regret it. And that person that you met back at your folks' place, that was really me. Maybe not my name, I'm John Beckwith, by the way, or my job, but the feelings we felt, the jokes, the stupid laughs, that was all me. I've changed. I've realized something. I crashed a funeral earlier, and
It's like, Jesus Christ.
It wasn't my idea. I was basically dragged to it. I went with Chaz, who you forgot to tell me is totally insane. He also might be a genius because it actually does work. He's cleaning up.
John!
Forgot.
No way he gets the girl after saying all this. No way.
No.
These scenes always kind of bother me anyway because it's also no way that the boyfriend doesn't get up and just go ahead and punch him right when he fucking walks in.
He tried.
No, but he sat there and let him do the rant for this whole time,
like 20 minutes.
Yeah, and
the best part though is when Vince Vaughn lays that guy out.
Oh,
yeah,
my
he
God, that
does.
was amazing out of nowhere.
And he's just like, I think I had him. He's like, yeah, I know you did, buddy. Just so good. He plays that whole like big teddy bear
We
role.
had to get him back from the football. That's where that came from.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but I really did dig this one. I mean, I know that it's 2005, so a lot of people have seen this several times. I'd never sat down and watched it all the way through, but I liked it a lot. As you said, hot chicks everywhere. Vince Vaughn's hilarious. Christopher Walken's awesome.
Yep.
Bradley Cooper, now
Looking gorge
as always, and a funny grandma, and the one guy, the one guy that works for him that like takes the lady to bed or whatever. He's in a bunch of movies too. Random Jamaican accent in this one.
Right.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck was that? What happened there?
Let's check the email box. Email us at jaredgoestothemovies@gmail.com.
All right.
So this is from Jake Bradford. He writes, "Hello, Jaret, Rich, Casey, and Will. I am a big fan of the podcast. I have been listening since October of 2015 when you did your first episode. It just so happens that Back to the Future is my favorite movie, so I was very excited when I saw an ad for the podcast, and that was the first movie. Since then, I have listened to each and every episode and enjoyed them all. In fact, I wrote you on Facebook back in April of 2016 when I was deployed to Afghanistan to let you know that listening to you guys each week gave me something to look forward to while I was deployed. I was so excited that you replied to my Facebook post. I think it's pretty cool that you guys take the time to reply to listeners. It meant a lot to me that you did reply. Do you remember me talking about this
Totally
guy?
remember.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I definitely remember. And I remember that was a big, because we kind of couldn't figure out. I mean, we do come out on KVGI radio every Friday,
Right.
so we didn't know if he had found us through that channel or whether it was something to do with the military or whatever. But
So and I'm not done with the email. Let me finish the email first. So anyway, I wanted to let you know that I'm safely back home from Afghanistan now, and that I continue to listen to the podcast. I am sure that Rich can relate to the feelings I have of coming home to my family since he was an Army brat. Listening to you guys each week made the deployment go by much faster, and I enjoyed tracking down each week's movie so that I could be informed when I was listening. Your podcast is actually what I listen to now during workouts every morning. I find that I really don't listen to music during my workouts anymore since I have your podcast and others to listen to. I admit, though, I'm a huge BFS fan, and Jaret's music is my go-to when I'm out of podcasts to listen to at the gym. As a last note, I want to tell you guys that you seem so down to earth and normal despite your celebrity status. I think he must be just talking about you.
It's definitely not me.
It makes listening easy, and it's like I'm getting to know you through listening to the podcast. When I tell my wife and friends about episodes, I jokingly refer to you as my friends Jaret, Rich, Casey, and Will. And Tim, too, sad that he left. Again, thanks for making such a great podcast. Keep up the good work. I look forward to spending many more hours listening to your awesome commentary on so many fun movies. Jake Branford, soldier at Fort Carson, Colorado.
Man, Jake, that is completely awesome. And, one of the things that I definitely have prided myself on my whole career was just being a regular dude. And I think that's what's cool about what we have in here is, as Rich and Will are just normal dudes. And my wife, Casey, is just a normal, awesome, like super hot chick and who's funnier than all of us. And, man, we love what we're doing. I'm so glad that you found it to be something that you connected with. And having been all over the world and playing to so many soldiers and sailors, and you do know, I mean, it's in the back of my mind what something small that I can do here from a creative standpoint can mean to someone all the way across the world. So thank you for taking the time to write that. It's just really awesome.
So about, I don't know, it was about 6 or 9 months ago. I remember him writing in, and in Afghanistan, and I think I even put something somewhere saying, I don't know if I did it on the podcast or in the Facebook post or something, said that guy that wrote in from Afghanistan, I haven't heard from him lately. Do you remember us talking about that?
I think we had a conversation about that in private. I don't really remember it being.
And I was fucking worried as shit that something might have happened to him.
Yeah.
So when I got this email, I fucking started crying.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
I'm about to do it now.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Shit. God damn it.
Well,
God damn it.
It is. I mean, dude, I totally understand that. I mean, you get a connection with it, and it just becomes, with someone across the world, and they, I don't think a lot of times that someone writing to you, that's serving this country so bravely and selflessly, can make such a big impact with a few words with an email, like, hey, I listen to you guys every week. I mean, I can say this, I think, pretty freely. I mean, this is all pretty new for you, know, and Will as well. I mean, as far as just like getting fan mail, and, it, not that I take it for granted ever, but these are the kinds of things that make it worth doing it. Honestly, man. I mean, obviously I love what we do, and it's so much fun, but
it's fucked up because I think he should be the celebrity.
Yeah,
he's the guy that should be had the notoriety.
Definitely. And
I'm
I mean,
sitting in a chair drinking beer.
You can get into that argument though, and you can be like, teachers deserve all the it's I don't think that you can take that away from you, and that you are spending a lot of hours creating something that people really enjoy, and that's something that we are doing, obviously for ourselves as well as to entertain people and to make people happy.
What you're doing, Rich, is helping him.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a big deal. And I love the fact that he added, that my music has been important to him too, because obviously that's where I come from. And those stories that I hear, Can
you do something for him? I'll pay for it or whatever. Like,
you don't have to pay for it.
Send him a T-shirt or something.
I will absolutely do that. Why don't we do something like that as Jaret Goes to the Movies? We have stuff.
Fair enough.
And me and you and Will, maybe me and you and Will and Casey sign our first ever T-shirt.
Oh.
And he gets the first one to ever get all 4 of our autographs at the same time,
All right. Yeah,
I don't know. I know.
That sounds great.
It sounds weird writing your name on something for somebody, but I'm sure he would think that would be really cool.
I'm just very happy that his family has him home safe.
Yes, yeah, me too. Absolutely. Welcome home. And
thank you for your service, dude.
Absolutely. Guys, that is quite the touching way to end the show. We hopefully I get rid of this little stomach bug. Casey feels better next week, and we continue on, because I think we're going to need it for next week's movie. It's something pretty crazy, right? What are we doing?
Big Trouble in Little China.
Big Trouble in Little China. So it should be something. I have not seen that movie. If I've ever seen it, I was a little kid and remember nothing. So
we were in junior high school, I think, when this came out.
Mm-hmm. We're all over social media, ladies and gentlemen. Find us at JaretGoesToTheMovies.com. You can find us at Jaret Movies. My name is spelled Jaret on Twitter and Instagram. Find us on Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, Pinterest, Patreon, Google+, and Tumblr by searching Jaret Goes to the Movies. Find me on all the socials at JARET2113. Find Rich on all the socials using Rich Coleman TX. Casey is at Casey Yant, and Will is at Will Vark with one L, WILVARK. As always, thank you guys so very much for taking time out of your busy lives to listen to us. Thank you to all of our supporters out there for helping keep this show going. Really seriously looking forward to getting video out there so you guys can see this show as it takes place, because man, we have a lot of fun. And also, that was kind of a combination hiccup burp situation that just happened there. I thought you could die from that, but thank God I'm still here. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you down the road.